The following program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm your host, Sharon of Green Envy Salon and Spa. We have moved to 345 Amherst Street. You have to come check out our new location. Today's guest is Wendee Glick, and she is a entertainer. She performs like Massachusetts, New Hampshire, surrounding towns. She's been doing this for a little while, so we're very excited to welcome to the show. Welcome to our show, Wendee.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So how long have you been doing this kind of stuff?
I have been a singer my whole life.
Okay.
I started when I was a little kid, and I took voice lessons and started actually singing out and doing gigs about over 25 years ago.
Okay.
More recently, I started a new business doing singing telegrams about a year ago.
Yeah. It seemed like that used to be popular back in the day. Is that something you think is coming back?
I'm bringing it back.
You're bringing it back. That's a good answer.
It's funny because I say singing telegrams, a lot of people don't. You'd think that a lot of people wouldn't know what they are, younger people. But I've had calls from people that are younger, and they do know the term. So, but I'm trying to put a little spin on it, make it a little more upscale.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to dress up like a monkey or in a banana, banana and a monkey suit or whatever. So.
No monkey. How about a green tree for Green Envy or something like that, right?
Well, you might be able to convince me.
All right. So have you always been solo, or were you a part of a band at any point in your life, or?
I have been singing jazz and cabaret gigs.
Okay.
I do shows with Steve Heck. He's a keyboard player that works at Berkeley, and I've known him for 27 years. I also have bass players I use, like at the Colonial Inn in Concord, Mass. We have a trio, so it's usually Steve with either a bass player or a guitar player.
Okay.
And sometimes I'll do quartet. Like at the Chelmsford Center for the Arts last year, I did a show with a trio behind me, so a quartet. And otherwise, I do a lot of senior facilities.
Okay.
I love doing that for the older people. They know, especially being able to do more of the standards, because I do everything.
Yeah.
And that's with Steve, because I choose to have him. He's just great.
So who inspires you in the industry as far as you've been doing it for all these years? Like, what made you pick jazz? Is that just something that you feel like your voice, that you just have that kind of jazzy voice, or are you just inspired by that type of music?
I sort of work my way into it, and now I'm working my way to the cabaret end of it.
Okay.
I can sing jazz, I can sing cabaret, meaning I put on shows and talk about the songs and tell some jokes.
So cabaret, do you I think of like more costumey jazz?
No, it's more just like a show.
Okay.
A show. And it's funny, I was laughing because my mom's probably the one that inspired me to do that and the singing telegrams.
Yeah.
She used to sing around the house when we were kids, and I would literally like block my ears, like, I don't want to hear it, no, I don't want to hear that stuff. But somehow it got ingrained in me. So I just, excuse me, as I got older and I met more people in the industry, I heard a lot of jazz songs. In fact, I met Steve, and I went into the 57 in Boston to sing with him, and he would do a lot of the standards.
Yeah.
And then they came back, and then I started getting into jazz more and remembering that I knew a lot of the songs. So I started doing that, but I worked my way through like GB and cabaret into that, and now I said I'm on the cabaret end of jazz, what I call it.
So who do you like to sing? Like, what singer do you perform or music that you like to replicate?
Well, my favorite female singer is probably Ella Fitzgerald.
Okay.
Don't scat like her. I would love to. I also like Carmen McRae. I like Mel Torme is like my favorite male singer. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see any of them because by the time I was actually doing this kind of music, they were not around anymore.
Yeah.
But I listen to a lot of different jazz music and different. I listen to pop music too,
Right.
Especially stuff from when I was younger, like from the 70s, 80s. I like singing, even the 60s. I like singing Beatles stuff and stuff that Linda Ronstadt, Barbra Streisand, Bette Midler used to sing, that kind of stuff.
Well, it's funny because I just went to go see Stevie Nicks and the Pretenders last Wednesday night. And not that that's jazz, because it's not, but I've always been such a fan of those two women, you
Yeah.
know, being lead singers in their group. And to hear them today, like, I think Stevie Nicks is 68 years old. And I didn't look up what I don't remember the lead singer's name, but they look fabulous. They sing. They're you know, you could tell they're slowed down.
Right.
You know what I mean? But their voices are still great, and it's like to be able to perform all those years and just keep going.
I hope I'm still performing in 10, 20, 30 years.
Well, it's a passion, right? You love
Exactly.
what you do. So I mean, especially if you're successful, you want to keep going, even if you know whichever success you have is something that you have a passion for and you love. That's the bottom
It makes you feel good. And
Yeah.
I really feel like it's what I was put on the earth to do. And I worked many years because I had to save my money for my retirement.
Yeah.
But I've always done the music on the side. Now it's more of a full-time thing for me.
Okay.
Because I got laid off of a job a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And I decided I don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
So
Now's the opportunity, right?
that's why after about a year of after I was laid off, I decided I had to do something more. So I started booking the senior facilities as well as the Sweet Melodygrammes, which I do a cappella, like a singing telegram would be.
Yeah.
So
That must make a lot of the elderly very happy to have somebody like yourself come in and saying it kind of maybe brings back memories to them.
exactly.
Yeah.
And Steve and I really meld because we've been playing together for 27 years. So I had a rehearsal with him yesterday, and he just knows what I'm going to do. He also sings, so we do some duets, and he just has a great feel. And because we've been playing together so long, he just knows.
Yeah.
So it's really fun to play with him.
So Wendee Glick Jazz Trio. So what does this particular name pertain? Like, is this?
Well, I had some postcards made up for that, so I can do events or parties.
Yep.
And that would be with a piano player and a bass player.
Okay.
Jazz goes well with, wine, and it goes well wine and cheese, or home parties. If someone's having a holiday party or birthday party,
Yep.
we do a lot of decade parties, like birthdays and anniversaries.
Yeah.
Um,
You also mentioned you played local in Nashua
I played at the Riverwalk,
at the Riverwalk.
and I'll be back there in September
Okay.
17th.
Yeah. It's funny, I had my business downtown Nashua, and I've been in Nashua for, I don't know, long enough now. And I've never been in there.
In the Riverwalk?
I know, I've never been in there.
It's a great place.
I know, it's like the coffee's good, and
Yeah.
they expanded.
Yep.
I don't know how long ago now, last couple of
2
years.
or 3 years
yeah,
ago,
they
right.
expanded, and they have entertainment and all that stuff. And I know I need to get over there. But it's great for people tuning into the show, because this is broadcast through local Comcast TV in Nashua, and that way people, they can look up and say, oh, you're going to be there in September. I want to go check
They
you out.
have great entertainment, and they have everything there.
Mm-hmm.
All styles of music. They have a nice bar. They've got comfortable seating.
Yep.
They have good, like, pub type of food, not expensive.
Yep.
And the last time we were there, we passed the hat. I normally charge a cover charge, but we tried to do pass the hat, and that worked very well.
Okay. So what does that mean, pass the hat? Like, or
So no cover charge,
Yep.
but once or twice during the evening, we'll just pass the hat around, and people for tips.
okay. Yeah.
For tips.
Yeah.
So
Got it.
for people to put their $100 bills in.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Of course. In your business, tips are very important.
Yeah,
so.
I know that. I'm in that business for sure. It's like entertainment and when you're serving the public,
Right.
restaurants and all of our type of industry, you definitely rely on that because you're not making as much income as people think that you are.
Exactly.
It's a little
Make
extra.
a note of that.
Yeah, a little extra that really helps. Well, it goes a
Right.
long way. So you're pretty available now that you've been basically retired from your career that you were doing in the past, doing this
Semi-retired.
semi-retired. Well, this is your career.
This is my career.
that
yes.
you've dedicated yourself to. So how do people find you?
I have 2 websites. One is for my music, is jazzyplus.com. That's www.jazzyplus.com. And the singing telegrams is sweetmelodygrammes.com. Sweet Melody Grams.
Yeah, that's cute. It's this right here.
Yes.
Nice little. Oh, and I love the back. The little ladies on the back here.
They're loving it.
So I did see a little singing telegram from you, from your sister, Carol, who now works for me at Green Envy Salon, fabulous hairdresser. We have a great team. I love everybody that has come on board. And she showed me some stuff, and you're very, very good.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you.
I mean, doing a telegram is a little different than being actually with the microphone and on stage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but to just be able to go there and have a great voice and entertain people like that, that's pretty impressive.
Well, they're customized too.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to order one for your mom, say, you fill out a questionnaire, I talk to you, tell me about your mom, what she likes, the music she likes,
Yep.
and just things that happened in her life. Maybe they're slightly funny or memorable, things people think about her. And I take a lot of the information I'm given and interweave it into a song for that person. And I show up in person, or I can also do them over the phone.
So, so you give them options, basically, right? Which makes sense.
They can do it over the phone. They can do it in person. I come with a balloon. They can add silk flowers to the order.
Yeah.
Or I have something called an eragram, where I can sing a few songs from a certain era.
Yeah.
That maybe the person has some favorite songs, or
Right.
I can do them together. It's called a combo, which I just got an order for that. I'm doing next month.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Very cool. So, where are you doing this as far as nursing homes? Do you have a few that you're kind of been doing for the last year
Well, as
or
far
two?
as the senior facilities, I work at the Benchmark facilities, Epic, Northbridge, and also with some other independent ones like the Huntington and Nashua. I
Okay.
do shows there.
Yeah.
I've done a brunch there. I've done the Snowflake Ball at Ledgewood Bay in Milford.
Yeah.
That's just the music that Steve and I go in and we do like 1 hour shows.
Okay.
That I just created a spring, summer type of show that we just rehearsed, and we're going to start doing that one. But we had like a fall winter show we were doing.
Yeah.
For the telegrams, I'll go within up to an hour, basically, from southern New Hampshire. I live in exit 1 in Nashua, so
Yeah.
any direction from that, I'll go about an hour. I've done them in Hopkinton, Mass. I did one in Hingham, Mass, which was pretty far. I didn't realize when I booked it, I didn't ask where it was until
Yeah.
after I booked it.
Yeah. Well, because it gets to a point where it's not worth the
Right.
travel.
Right.
You know what I mean? The money you're spending in gas and
Yeah.
and everything else involved.
time.
And the time.
But they're quick to, I mean, once I get there, I'm in and out of there in probably 15 minutes.
Right.
But it's all the work behind the scenes, creating the telegram, and then I record it, and then afterwards I send the recording, I email the recording to whoever ordered it, and then the recipient if they have email. So that takes some time too.
Do you have Facebook
Oh yeah,
for your business? You do?
yes.
Okay.
Wendee Glick Music.
Wendee Glitz Music. Okay.
Glick.
Because I always like to find out. We always have email and always have a website, but different generations now is everything is through Facebook.
Well, now you have to have
Instagram,
Facebook,
Twitter.
Pinterest, Twitter,
I know, it's-
Instagram.
I wonder, it's funny because I've mentioned this on the show before because I interview a lot of, entrepreneurs, right? What else, well, there's Snapchat. There's just an endless amount of social media stuff that
Yeah.
really consumes everybody's day.
It's difficult to find time to do it all because you have your website. You have to I have 2 websites.
Yeah.
That you have to keep up to date, and then if I have shows, I want to promote those. So I'm promoting them on Facebook, but also
Yeah.
maybe on the Boston Jazz. All these other places I
Right.
try to promote it, and then and trying to do that, and I have Reverb Nation because that's like a press kit for
Okay.
independent artists.
Oh, I've
and
never even
CD
heard of that.
Baby, which is where my CDs are available.
Okay.
I have 2 CDs.
Yeah.
For a long time ago, but
Yeah.
people still love them, they still
Yeah.
sell them. So and then trying to do the Pinterest, Instagram, they sort of fall by the wayside.
Well, and it's funny because you said you did a couple CDs. Like, do you have like hard copies of them that you bring to your gigs and stuff like that?
I do.
Yeah.
I promote all my stuff in
Yeah.
my gigs. Yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah.
'Cause
Some
whenever-
of the senior facilities don't want you to because I would never take advantage of anyone, but I think they think that someone that might have a memory issue might want to buy it, and they may not know what they're doing. But people ask me, so I have them with me if someone really wants them.
Right.
Or I'll
And
put
that
them out
would-
if I can.
That would happen more like in a nursing home type of thing, right?
Well, some of the assisted living, they have memory care. And I do more assisted living and independent living, but some of them, they mix in the memory care people,
Yep.
or they're on the verge of needing to be in that area. So it really depends on the facility.
Okay. Just had something in my head and I forgot it now. So you, I would like you to sing and momentarily your little, your which singing telegram did you bring with you today?
This one I did for my mom.
Okay.
The reason I brought it is because I've done many, but this is a shorter one.
Yeah.
For her 90th birthday.
Okay.
I recently had a birthday, well, in August already. She turned 90, and we had a surprise party for her.
Yeah.
And it was also my boyfriend's retirement party. So I
Okay.
did one for each of them.
Yeah.
But this one is for my mom.
And how is your mom doing?
She's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in assisted living.
Yeah.
She likes it there. She's the bingo queen.
Oh yeah.
She calls me up like 3 times a week when she plays bingo and tells me how much money she's won. She started out with like 2 rolls of quarters, and and that's like $20. She probably has $50 now.
Really?
And she won like 15 in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
great. It's good. It's keeping her mind going. And Carol showed me a picture of her. She looks fabulous. You guys have great genes.
Yeah, I'm
Great
102.
Yeah.
She
I know
looks
Carol's
like she's
tells me her age,
70s.
and I'm like, you guys look so amazing for your age.
Carol looks like a child. I mean, she's so young. We do. We look young.
You do. I mean, even she showed me a picture of your mom. Like, you guys look fabulous.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know, we're lucky. We have Calvin Klein's. Gloria Vanderbilt jeans.
Yeah, there you go. I love it. So this won't take you long to sing this little telegram, but I'm very excited. I think people that tune in will kind of like get a gig out of it.
Okay, so it's happy birthday, Mom Ruth Nana.
Okay.
Okay. Happy birthday to you. We can't believe it's true. They say that you're 90, but just look at you. The way you wear your hair, the way you dress to a T, the way you look so young. We can't believe that you're 90. Happy birthday, Mom Nana Ruth. We all love you, that's the truth. Hope you have a wonderful day today. Signed, your friends and family.
Love it.
That's it.
I bet you can belt out a note or two.
Oh, yeah. People used to always ask me, do you do musical theater? Because
Yeah.
I have a big voice.
Yeah.
And I have a large range. But
Yeah.
Steve and I were joking about it yesterday because we have pretty much the same range.
Oh, really?
Like a 3-octave range. But
Yeah.
his is a little bigger
Yeah.
on either end
Yeah.
because he sings more than I do and he vocalizes more than I do.
Okay.
But my range came down almost an octave since I was like in college. So I used to be able to sing very high, and now I can sing very low.
Yeah.
So we were fooling around with it yesterday, and he can sing a couple notes higher and a couple notes lower than me.
Yeah.
But we joke around about that.
Yeah, I could definitely hear that in that little brief little singing telegram that you did, that you definitely could sing a tune or two.
I seriously was given a gift.
Yeah.
And so I'm really, really blessed that I'm able to use it now.
Yeah.
Be able to do this and do the shows and make, some older people feel good about themselves and remember things.
Yep.
Even people that have memory issues, they remember these old songs.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The little triggers that bring them back, which is true. Music is huge. Music has a big impact on people.
They cry a lot because, it just makes them think about when they were young.
Right. Yeah.
Or maybe about someone that's not here anymore.
Right. Yeah.
But they laugh too, and they love it.
It's all good all the way around. Even
Yeah.
happy tears, it's all good. all the way
Emotions,
around.
bringing out the emotions is
Right.
nice.
So what's your next gig? What are you doing next? What's coming up?
Let's see. In April, I think it's the 22nd. I'm at the Colonial Inn in Concord, Mass.
Okay.
With Steve Hack and John Baboyan, who's a fabulous guitar player, also a Berkeley teacher. And May 4th, I will be at the Napoleon Room. That's a Thursday night, 8:30 to 11:30. That's in Boston, Columbus Ave. And then I'll be back at the Colonial Inn, I think it's May 20th. I'm there monthly, and then I'll be in the Chelmsford Center for the Arts August 5th. And then the Riverwalk, September 17th. These are all on the website.
Right.
jazzyplus.com. And even the Sweet Melody Grams has a link to the Jazzy Plus website on there. So
That's good to link everything together in case somebody misses something.
I said they're all on there. I haven't updated anything beyond May yet, but
right.
they will be on there.
Get on it.
And
By the
people can
time
always
this
email
airs,
me. If they want to be on my mailing list, they can email me.
Yep.
And I'll put them on my little monthly-ish mailing,
Yep.
email mailing.
Yeah. I mean, how do you find, so since you've been doing this more of a full-time career, how do you find new gigs? How do you get yourself out there? Is it hard to get yourself into certain places? I would think it might be.
That's a good question because I got to knock on wood. It's easier than it used to be because people know who I am more and I'm more confident and I can give them more information because I've been doing so much. So I get on the phone and with the senior facilities, I just call and then I email them the information and then I follow up, and it's a lot of work. As far as the public gigs, like the Colonial Inn, I just basically end of every year book for the following year. So far I've been there over 10 years, I think.
Okay. So you the same time of year, same kind of gig, or is
once
it
a month? It's like it's in the Forge, and it's like a pub room. They have a lot of rooms in the Colonial Inn. It's a really cool place.
Yep.
So it's a small room. It's very cozy. There's a fireplace in there in the winter. Small bar. And again, the food's good there. I always push the Indian pudding. It's like their specialty. I say I get a commission, but I don't.
Right.
And then, like the Chelmsford Center for the Arts, they know me. I can call them up and say, I'd like to play there. What's good for you? Same thing with the Riverwalk. That's been, pretty much not a problem. Just contacting, the booking person there and saying, I would like to come back. What's good for you? And then the new places are a little more difficult, but because I do all the other things, I have more information to show them, more videos to show them, and so that's becoming a little easier.
Yeah.
There's some things I'm trying to do. We'll see how it goes.
Right. How long has the Riverwalk been doing entertaining? Is it since they added on?
Since they expanded,
Since
yes.
they expanded, so only
I want to
last-
say I've done probably 6 shows there because I do around 2 a year.
Okay.
So.
Is it usually on a weekend, or it depends on?
It has been on different nights, but now he's got sort of like a Sunday night jazz thing, and he likes me on a Sunday night.
Okay.
I bring in a lot of my own crowd,
Yeah.
but people also come from their list. But they do so many different types of music that he just thinks Sunday night's good for me.
Okay.
So that's how that works. But
Yep.
they have music almost every night. They have I think they have some open mics there.
Yeah.
All different. I mean, check the schedule because
I know.
it's a
I
great
have
place.
to check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out. I'll definitely have to go see you when you go there in September.
Yes, September 17th, 7 p.m.
And that's a Sunday night.
Sunday night.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
We'll have to figure out something at the Salon at one of my events. Like I'm trying to do, like I said, 1 to 2 a month, and people probably get sick of seeing my invites on Facebook. Invite men from Sharon. Oh, shocker.
It's like my shows. Another show.
I actually do have an entertainer coming. We're doing a grand opening Saturday, May 6th from 1 to 4. It's a grand opening celebration. It's not that I'm new at Green Envy, but we're at a new location,
Right.
so we want to celebrate. We're much bigger, much better, full team, offering amazing services. We offer Botox, we offer skincare, we offer hair, we offer nails, we offer pedicures, we offer it's pretty much everything. So I'm sure you've heard of Chad LaMarche. He's a little younger, a little more around.
I have, yes. I've never heard him, but I've heard of him.
He's in the Manchester. He does do stuff in Mass, but he does a lot. Actually does a lot in Mass and Manchester.
He's a guitar player, right? And he sings?
Yep.
Yeah.
He has Chad LaMarche Band.
Yep.
So they'll play frequently at like the Derryfield Country Club in Manchester. He plays
I
at the
actually
Copper.
played there a long time ago.
Oh,
I used to
really?
Yeah, I used to get booked there.
Yeah.
Wasn't the best fit
You should
for
look
what I do.
into the Copper Door in Bedford.
Yes,
He does sing there solo.
Okay.
And they do solo gigs on Sunday night, every Sunday night at the Derryfield. So there is so many places, so many gigs to get into.
I
Depending.
really would like to do some more events.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to do that. A lot of places aren't having the events they used to have. They just can't afford to do it. I've done some silent auctions with the Singing Telegram, trying to get the word out.
Yeah.
But parties and events, I used to do more than I do now. I think it's because I have become more of an entertainer, performer, and I do these shows, and I think people think that's what I do, and I shouldn't be in the background singing at a party or an event. But
Yeah.
that's not true.
Right. No,
I'd
you,
like to
you
do
can
it all.
Exactly.
I want to do it all.
Yeah, you could do it all. I mean, like, say, when I planned my mom's surprise 50th, 60th, 70th birthday party.
Call me.
I know. She's 73 now, so it's going to be a little while. But
Mother's Day's coming.
yeah, she's in Florida.
Telephone.
Telephone. Oh.
Over the phone.
Really?
I do over the phone, yes.
So
Like
you
a
would just
special song.
Okay, I'll talk about that
And I
later.
have to be in front of someone and tell them right when it's the right time because people love the idea. It's just it has to be right there for them when they need it. And it's a lot of promotion,
That is actually a good. She would be like, "What?"
Yeah.
Oh.
As long as she can hear.
She can hear. She's in great health. She's a golfer, still golfing and everything like that. And she comes up in the summer. She'll come up for a couple weeks in the summer, and she'll come up for Christmas. But this past year, she didn't come up for Christmas because she came last October because we had a wedding to go to. So depending on what's going on, she comes up and stuff like that. And I try to make it there, and I wanted to make it there. This horrible, like, long, forever winter felt like crazy weather all over the place.
I know.
I wanted to go
like
see her.
83 out or something.
Today is crazy. Today is like, okay, we went from freezing to sweating.
We always do. We have one day of spring every year.
I know. It's
we
like
have one, and then it's cold again. Then we have one more, and then summer. It's like every year.
But you know what I feel like? So now the weather started. I feel like the weather has been lasting a lot longer. Like into October, it's still been really, really, really nice here.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with that.
Yep.
The winters have been kind of going by a little faster.
Unfortunately, as we get older, they go
Everything
faster.
goes. I know.
But that's good as long as the summer takes longer.
I was just thinking that behind when I was just saying that. I'm like, wait a minute, everything does go by faster. It's like, how old am I? It's been crazy. But no, I'm excited for the nice weather and being outside and getting outdoors and enjoying family, friends, barbecues and stuff like that.
Right.
So, well, thank you for coming on my show today.
Thank you. This was enjoyable.
And we'll have to have you come back on, sing another telegram, maybe to a certain somebody. Who knows what could happen? You never know.
Right.
And,
Maybe I'll have your moms I've done, and I can
I
do
know,
that
right?
one.
Live. Here you go. All right. Thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk Beauty. Have a great day.
Thank you.
The preceding program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.